You know when you see a watch you really like and you start working out in your head how you're going to be able to afford one? Well, that's exactly what happened when I first saw the G-Shock GMW B5000 TVA. This is just about as special as G-Shocks get, and I think you'll be doing some of the same calculations I've been doing once you've had a closer look. Let's get into it. It may be styled on the familiar B5000 square G-Shock platform, but this version is unlike any design we've seen before. It's the metal G-Shock made perfectly to complement the moment you step into your mech suit. It belongs on the wrist of a freighter pilot about to make the jump to hyperspace. It's the G-Shock you'd wear when entering a VR world for an extended stay, so you always look the part in the real world. Simply, it's the G-Shock of your sci-fi dreams. It's the fact all this emotion is conveyed so simply on the B5000 TVA that makes it so special. It doesn't say any of these things, and instead uses text related to the watch for that unique style. And this is what stops it looking cheap or cheesy. So what do I mean? Well, look here. Each link is numbered and there are markings on it for the direction of the pin removal. There are simple angles around the section of the case where the resin is revealed. And there are even little speech bubbles to explain some of the features. I think best of all is the explanation of the multiband 6 feature on the clasp. There's a lot to take in, but nothing is meaningless. It's well thought out, yet it's still playful and fun. And nothing spoils the overall design intention. I think it's wonderful. How wonderful? Well, I'm going to shut up for a minute and let you take in all of the details on the G-Shock GMW B5000 TVA. Okay, let's talk about materials. The TVA in the name stands for Titanium Virtual Armour, so it'll be no surprise to learn the case and the bracelet are made from titanium, which makes it very light and very durable. It's just 106 grams. There's a diamond-like carbon coating on the case and black ion plating on the surface of the bezel, and over the dial it's sapphire crystal. Holes have been drilled into each link on the bracelet, and there are micro adjustments in the clasp. And because this is a top-end G-Shock, there's a Bluetooth connection to link it to your phone as well. I think it looks superb on the wrist, but I'll note the only downside I've noticed at this stage. And it's because the titanium strap is so light and the majority of the weight is in the case. It means it does slip and slide around more than a regular metal G-Shock. I'm glad for the micro adjustments in the clasp to tighten it up, but that means I'm just wearing it a little more snugly than I would do usually with a G-Shock. That said, the cool feel of titanium on your wrist is very different to a regular metal G-Shock, and it really is something special. I also like the contrast of the polished IP on the bezel against the matte DLC coating on the case, and also the way that it extends down to parts of the links. It all just looks really high quality, yet it still fits in with that sci-fi industrial design inspiration. For me, I think it's one of the coolest, most desirable limited edition Square G-Shocks I've seen since, well, perhaps the launch of the original metal Square itself. However, the use of those expensive materials and obviously this incredibly thoughtful design has made this an expensive watch. It's $1,650, and that's a serious amount of money to pay for any watch. So how am I justifying this? Well, I can see this becoming highly collectible in the future. It has that exact right look. So if you feel like treating yourself, well, you know, it's a decent choice for the future. Me, I'm just going to enjoy wearing this one while I have the chance.